That ain't fair. Can you see him?
Yeah.
Damn, boy.
Good.
God, he's a straight Spokanian.
All right. Later, Baton. All right, we'll just have Tanner maybe start a little bit about what it meant last week to stay at the Grove Hotel and then have the karma that he and his brother are on the all-tournament team.
Yeah, pretty cool experience there. It's been an awesome season so far. Our team has worked really hard to get to the tournament and to win the tournament, and I've been incredibly blessed to earn the MVP honors for the regular season and the tournament, which was really cool. I've worked pretty hard all season long and off season last year to get from being a guy coming off the bench last year up until this point, being an MVP. It's a pretty crazy but cool feeling, and it was just like icing on the cake to win that MVP at the tournament. It's pretty awesome that we won it, and it's pretty cool out down here at Indy, and I'm excited to play on Saturday.
Hey Tanner, when the brackets were released on Sunday and you saw Kansas was the draw, what was your initial reaction or thoughts, feelings?
I was excited. I didn't know what seed we might be, but I was expecting maybe 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. So 14 against Kansas, that's pretty cool. To go against one of the blue bloods of college basketball it's always something kind of cool that not a lot of people get to experience. Guy like me, not a lot of people get to experience that. So yeah, it was really exciting to see that we drew Kansas for our first one, and I think the rest of the guys are pretty excited for that, and I know I'm really excited and looking forward to that challenge.
Hey Tanner, this is Daniel Rodriguez with This League with Daniel. I wanted to ask really quick, how's the relationship with Coach? Because it seems like you guys just have an amazing relationship throughout the years. And how has it been, going from where you started to now being in the NCAA tournament, going up against a blue blood?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Coach Legs and I got a really good relationship. Met Coach Legs, in the recruiting process. He was the first one that kind of reached out to me from Eastern. And Eastern was one of the first schools that really reached out to me too. I've known Coach Legs since 2016, and our relationship has only grown from there, from redshirting and all the way up until now, being one of the primary guys on Eastern. Coach Legs is a great guy, and he's a player's coach for sure. He's sitting right here listening to everything I'm saying.
Right.
And I got to say all the right things, No, I'm just kidding. But Coach Legs and I, we got a great relationship. We always joke around, and he always jokes around with the guys. And like I said, it's just he's a real big time players coach, and we all love him, and we always have a good time on the court. So I mean, it's awesome that we all get to be a part of his first tournament team as a head coach, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of the program, and just with Coach Legs and just all the rest of the coaches as well. It's a real family environment, and it's just really cool to play for Eastern. So.
Tanner Keith Oso at KXLY. You're a couple days away from playing against Kansas in the NCAA tournament with your brother. I mean, have you stopped to think about that? Have you guys talked about that? And just what's it mean for a couple of Shadle Park guys to be out here on this big stage?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You grow up playing on the blacktop with your brother, out in the driveway, all like every day growing up after school. We'd always be playing one-on-one or playing, just shooting hoops together. And I mean, it's really cool. I've never really got to play on any kind of team with Jake until he came to Eastern last year. Because I'm a couple of years older than him, so we were never really on any teams together. And at Shadle, he he was on JV or freshman team when I was playing on varsity. So I mean, it's honestly been so fun and so cool to play with Jake. And it's a dream come true for us, and it's even more of a dream come true for our parents, because they definitely are just like soaking in the moment and just loving seeing us play together. They don't have to go off to different schools to watch both of us play basketball. They get to just come and watch us play here at Eastern. And so I mean, the whole family just loves it and they enjoy it. And Jake and I have just been, we haven't really talked about it much, but I know both of us are thinking like just how cool it is and how blessed we are that, we get to play with one another. And but yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I know all the coaches kind of like to joke about it too, but I think Jake and I probably pass to each other the most when we're in games together, and a lot of our assists are to each other too, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, it's just honestly pretty incredible that him and I are playing together on the biggest stage and coming up on Saturday where millions of people are going to watch us, and it's just kind of crazy just being two guys coming out of Spokane and now playing on the biggest stage of college basketball.
Tanner, what's it like being in such close proximity to the #1 team in the country in Gonzaga? And do you see this as an opportunity for Eastern to kind of make its own mark on a national level?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, Gonzaga has always been around and they've always been, one of the top programs in the country. But I definitely think, with this year and with the past like few years, with the past four years that Coach Legs has been the head coach, we've had a lot of successful seasons, making it to the conference championship 2 years in a row, and then last year winning the regular season, and then this year winning the championship, winning the tournament. So I think definitely we're definitely starting to make a little bit of noise, and our goal is obviously to go into the tournament and hopefully pick up a win or two and see how far we can get. But yeah, absolutely. I think just with the success that we've had in the last few years, I think we're starting to, gain some recognition from, some different areas in the country. And I definitely think, this year and down the road, even we'll definitely continue improving and growing and becoming more well-known across the country for, college basketball, I think.
Hey, Tanner, how would you kind of describe your style and your strengths as a player, just for those who may not have seen a ton of you this year?
Yeah. I'm kind of like a stretch five that can shoot the ball pretty well from beyond the arc. And, I've also kind of made a name for myself in the Big Sky as one of the premier post presences in the league. So those would probably be the best way I'd describe my game, is just kind of like a crafty center that can shoot the ball pretty well and put it on the floor a little bit. But yeah, I'd say those are probably my biggest assets to my game.
You mentioned the craftiness. What especially about your craftiness helps you?
I would just say, it's not often that, you got a big man that can, well, I'd probably say craftiness is in like some of the moves that I have down low, maybe. I've watched a lot of game film of, different NBA players, and I've tried to, steal some moves here and there. And so I definitely think that some of my post moves, you could call them crafty or whatever. And then, like I was going to say earlier, it's just not often that you find a big guy that can really shoot it beyond the arc, and is also a pretty big post presence. So that's probably how I would describe it.
And Coach mentioned you have some nicknames that you're not crazy about. Can you share any of those with us?
I mean, a lot of the coaches just like to call me Psycho T. That's mainly the nickname that all the guys out here at Eastern call me. I think they just like to call me that because of how emotional I get on the court sometimes, and sometimes when things may not be going my way, I can get a little crazy. And, when things are going my way and I'm bringing a lot of energy, then, I'm just bringing a lot of passion and heart to the team. And I'm just getting really excited and pumped up for our guys and for myself. And so that's kind of where that Psycho T nickname comes from. But that's basically what a lot of the coaches will call me and stuff. So.
Tanner, one more thing I wanted to ask you. A little thing that's been going viral over there in the bubble is how are the meals over there in the bubble? Because a lot of players are talking about it. How are they for you guys?
Honestly, they're pretty good. I've actually been enjoying it. It's a free meal, so I can't complain. I've been enjoying it. We get it. They're feeding us pretty well. We're getting a lot of meals and all kinds of snacks every day, and the NCAA is treating us right and doing a good job, I think. And I've really been enjoying it. I can't complain at all.
Maybe one more question.
Tanner, how do you prepare when you don't know if David McCormack for sure will be there? And have you watched David on TV at all?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely watched a little bit of Kansas so far. I've still been, getting into their scout and into some film, but yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna prepare like I do before every game. I'm just gonna, make sure that I know all the personnel of their main guys on the team, and just gonna roll with it. I mean, I think, I've done a pretty good job of how I prepare for my games, especially in the Big Sky. So I don't think I need to change anything too much, but obviously Kansas is a huge program and a well-known program. So it's going to be a really fun game, and I'm looking forward to it. But, one thing about Kansas is, they're obviously a really good team, and I just feel like going into this tournament, we have a little bit less pressure on our shoulders to perform as, a 14 seed coming in and playing a higher seed compared to the Big Sky tournament, where we're playing for the championship and we're playing these games so we can make it here. And so, I'm obviously happy that we made it here, and we need to, I'm hoping that we can win some games, but I feel like there's a little less pressure on us at this point, which is, I think, a good thing for us because we really have nothing to lose at this point. We just want to win as many games as we can. So we're just going to go in there with the same mindset as we do every game, as we did in the preseason when we played some of the bigger teams. Is we're just gonna go out there and we're just gonna play our game and play as hard as we can.
Hey, Coach mentioned that Arizona game earlier in the year. He said that everybody got tight, including himself, down late in the game. What did you guys learn from that experience that you think could help you this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think Coach probably hit it on the head that we haven't really been in the situation where we're playing a high major team like Arizona, where we're in the game and doing well and we're on the cusp of possibly winning that game. So I definitely think that experience and playing Washington State and even teams like Oregon earlier in the season, I think that they've helped us help prepare us for what we can expect from Kansas. And I just think I think the main thing is just we just have to play our game. We have to execute all game long, and we just have to defend. We defended really well in the Big Sky tournament, and I just think that if we can do the same thing to Kansas, then we can possibly win that game.
All right, I think we're good.
All good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Tanner.
Thank you.